We have an experiment project that I've been thinking about for a few weeks, and this is 46 juvenile angelfish going into my 60-gallon cube. I removed the 2 large angelfish. The 3 that are left are small-ish. They're still bigger than the approximately quarter-size juvenile angelfish that I have. So this is 46 juvenile angelfish, about quarter-size bodies, going into the cube 60-gallon aquarium. Here goes nothing. There's 2 buckets. All right. Wow, that's them. Well, so far, so good. They're all like, what the heck just happened? And those 3 somewhat bigger fish at the back are like, what the heck just happened? Like, we've been invaded. But I think they'll be okay. You never know. The little ones may grow up and pair up with one of those slightly bigger ones. But the 2 really big ones, I'll show you them later. I don't know for sure that they're a pair, like a breeding pair or a male and female. I don't know for sure that they're opposite sex. They really weren't acting like a pair, but I needed the really big ones out of here so that I could put these guys in here, because I really want them to have a larger water volume so that I can grow them up. And you have to be kind of careful. This tank has a sump, so there is a certain amount of water flow, and there's an intake at the bottom and there's an intake at the top. So you can't put really tiny fish in here, and it's really probably not the greatest idea to breed certain things or breed in this tank. But I think that it's an excellent grow tank. Excellent grow tank, so we will see. We will see. And the sponge filters are not normally in here. The big sponge filter that's actually hooked up is going to go in a pond that I'm going to be setting up. And also the one that's not actually hooked up to an airline is also going into a different pond. And then there's more in the sump that are extra for various projects, quarantine, who knows what. So hopefully this will go well. The good thing for these fish that are already in here, whether that be the cardinal tetras, the black neons, there's a couple of carry tetras, and then these angelfish, the 3 angelfish that were a little bit bigger that were already here, and the Cory catfish too, is that they're gonna start getting fed more often because of the baby angelfish being in here. And I say baby angelfish, to me they're babies. I've raised them to this point. Most of these are for 3.5 months. These eggs were laid right around the beginning of the year, the end of December. Now a few of these may be from the second spawn, but most of these are the first spawn, and most of these are 3.5, 3.5-ish months old. So far, so good. We got other projects to do. I need to go check on the 2 big angels that we moved. But so far, I am pleased. We will probably kind of turn the lights down and let these guys kind of chill out and get acquainted with their new tank mates. And we will check on them again a little later today. It is the afternoon. It's the afternoon on Saturday. So we'll check on them in a few hours and see how they're getting along. And I bet you by then they'll be exploring this whole tank. Right now, they're kind of at the bottom with the plants and the kind of scape, the wood and stuff, kind of chilling out at the bottom. I bet you they'll be exploring more of the tank when I get back. We will hope. This is the pair that I just moved into this tank. These are the two big angels that were in the 60-gallon downstairs. Now I do not know for sure that this is a pair, but this one is a sibling to the female, this female. They're siblings. So this is a female. I think the one with the longer fins is a female, but I don't really know for sure. I do not know that for sure that these are opposite sex, but I needed the larger ones out of the tank so that I could put the smaller, the juvenile angels in. So they didn't necessarily act like a pair, but I don't know. I'm hopeful that they are. They were the only other two really full-grown big angelfish in the 60-gallon, and I think it'd be fabulous if they did pair up, if they are different, if they are opposite sex. I don't think that looks very good. It won't focus very well on most of them. Honey. Okay, here's a little tip for you. All the components of this tank are plugged in like that into this one power strip. So I can turn off the flow, the heater, the everything, which is what I do when I clean the tank. I'm just gonna turn on this other light. Just wanna see what this looks like without all the flow. I also don't really want the sump to suck up all these little particles of food before the fish can eat them. So that power strip, that one power strip has the heater and the pump plugged in. The bubbles in the back, the air pump, I have a nano air pump plugged in somewhere else because I ran out of outlets. So the little sponge filter at the back is still going, but it doesn't matter. If I'm taking care of the maintenance on the tank, it's fine for that to still be going. I just wanted the main flow to cut down so they could eat all these little particles coming off of these Sarah Onip tabs without them getting all sucked up in the filter or the sump. It'll go through the filter pad and get all sucked up there. So there's 3 fish that were already in here when I put these juvenile angelfish in here. You can probably pick them out. There's these 2 Pinoy that are bigger than everybody else down here, that are solid color Pinoy, and then this one that is kind of a lighter Pinoy with little spots on it. They were already in this tank when I put these baby or really juvenile angelfish in here. The 2 really large full-grown angels I put in a different tank. I took them out so that I could put this group, I think there's 46. There's 46 of the juvenile angels. Most of them are about quarter size. A few of them are a little smaller and some are a little bit bigger. So it is Thursday now, and they have been in here for, I'm guessing, about 5 days. Did I do that on Saturday? I did it on Saturday. I moved them on Saturday. I have to think back. The days are completely running together. But yeah, it was Saturday, so now it's Thursday, so yeah, it's been about 5 days. So they've had a chance to kind of get accustomed to their new tank and everything. They have a lot of space. They have more space than they've ever had. However, they were in a 50-gallon before. And this is a 60-gallon cube, but there was 140 fish. There were 140 angelfish when they were in the 50-gallon tank, but they were smaller. They were a little bit smaller back then. It's much quieter with that off.